Every week, somewhere in America, another job quietly disappears. Forever. Not with a bang. Quietly. Through an algorithm. Running overnight. The machines got smarter. The spreadsheets got cheaper. The humans got nervous. Accountants, writers, paralegals, entire professions reshaped in 3 years. But something unexpected happened. Inside this storm of disruption, some people didn't just survive the AI revolution, they thrived. Inside it, they found something AI couldn't replicate. No matter how fast it learned, they built careers on the one thing machines will never truly understand. This is the story of the last human skill and why it matters. Now, more than ever before, being deeply human is a competitive advantage. To understand what AI can't take, we must first see what it already has. In 2012, the average warehouse employed 300 workers per shift. Today, the same square footage is run by 12 people and 400 robots. But it isn't just factory workers. White-collar jobs followed close behind. AI passed the bar exam, the medical licensing test, and the CPA exam. It wrote code faster than most senior engineers with 20 years of experience. It designed logos, wrote ad copy, and scored entire film soundtracks overnight. Millions of Americans woke up one morning and realized the landscape had shifted. The question was no longer if AI would change your career, but when. Some people panicked, some people waited, and some people had started asking a different question. They asked, what is the one thing AI will never be able to replicate? The answer, it turns out, has been inside us. The entire time, AI is brilliant at patterns, speed, prediction, and infinite data processing. But pattern recognition is not the same as understanding what patterns mean. Prediction is not the same as wisdom. Speed is not the same as judgment. And perfect output is not the same as meaning that resonates in another human soul. This is the gap between intelligence and humanity, and it is enormous. It is a gap that, for now, and perhaps forever, only humans can cross. Researchers at MIT spent 3 years trying to identify what AI consistently fails at. They found 4 consistent categories where machines repeatedly fall short of humans: empathy, ethical judgment, creative intuition, and contextual wisdom. 4 areas where human beings consistently outperform the most advanced AI systems, not because AI lacks computing power, but because it lacks lived experience. AI has never lost a job, buried a parent, or raised a child through hardship. It has never sat with a dying patient, consoled a grieving friend, or forgiven a mistake. And because of that, it cannot truly understand what any of those things mean. Understanding that gap is the first step toward building a career that AI can't touch. Now let's examine each of the 4 skills, one by one, in depth. Skill number 1. The thing AI will never genuinely possess is empathy. Not simulated empathy is not pattern-matched empathy, but the real thing. Empathy is the capacity to feel what another person feels from the inside. AI can analyze a patient's history and suggest a treatment plan in seconds, but it cannot hold the hand of someone who is afraid to die. It cannot read the terror in someone's eyes and know what words are needed. That gap between analysis and genuine comfort is where human careers are built. Therapists who use AI tools for scheduling and notes are seeing 3 times more patients, but the hour in that chair, the human hour, cannot be replaced by any machine. Social workers, grief counselors, crisis responders, all seeing growing demand in 2026 because when life falls apart, people reach for a human hand, not a chatbot. Empathy is not a soft skill. It is an irreplaceable economic force. In 2026, Americans who have mastered emotional intelligence earn 31% more on average, not because they are nicer, because they are genuinely more effective at everything humans do together. And that effectiveness is something no large language model has ever replicated. At scale, empathy isn't born, it's developed, practiced, and deepened through real experience. Every hour spent truly listening to another person is an investment in your irreplaceability. Skill number 2 is the one corporations fear the most: ethical judgment. I can calculate the most efficient outcome, but efficiency is not ethics. Should a self-driving car protect its passenger or a group of pedestrians? I can't decide. It optimizes, but optimizing for the wrong value creates catastrophe. Humans have something AI lacks entirely: a conscience shaped by consequence. Companies are now paying top dollar for people who can tell them what they shouldn't do. AI ethics officers, trust and safety leads, responsible AI architects, all booming roles in 2026 because someone has to be accountable when the algorithm gets it wrong. An algorithm cannot be held responsible. A human being can. That accountability, the ability to own a decision, is the foundation of trust. And trust, built between humans, is the currency that no machine can mint. Americans with strong ethical reasoning skills are in demand across every major industry because every powerful tool needs a wise and accountable hand to guide it. Skill number 3 might surprise you because AI is already writing, painting, and composing music. But AI creates by averaging, by predicting what comes next, based on what came before. Human creativity doesn't predict what comes next. It dares to create what has never existed. The greatest art breaks the pattern. It doesn't complete it, it destroys it. When Picasso shattered perspective, there was no training data for what he created. There was no precedent. There was no prompt. There was only a mind deciding to see differently. This is the creative instinct, the impulse to make something that has no precedent. AI can remix 10 million songs. It cannot feel the ache that makes music matter. Creative directors who use AI tools while retaining their unique human vision are dominating their markets because clients don't want algorithmic content. They want a specific human vision. At scale, the creative intuition is not the brushstroke. It's the decision about which brushstroke matters. That decision, that taste, is the most human thing in any creative work. And taste cannot be trained into a model. It is lived, accumulated, and fought for. Creative intuition is your fingerprint, and no model will ever share your fingerprint. The fourth and final irreplaceable skill is the hardest to define: contextual wisdom. Contextual wisdom is knowing what information means, not just what it says. AI can read 1,000 medical records. A great doctor reads the patient in the room. Context transforms raw data into wisdom, and wisdom is assembled through a lifetime. The mentor who has built and failed a business knows things no AI can access. He knows the taste of failure, the specific gut-level flavor of a bad decision. No large language model has ever failed at anything. That is precisely its limitation. The hardest lessons don't come from databases, they come from the consequences of choices. Contextual wisdom is why experienced nurses catch what software flags miss every day. It's why great teachers know which student is struggling before a single grade is given. This is embodied knowledge, knowledge that lives in experience, not in storage. And embodied knowledge is precisely what makes you irreplaceably you. The four skills together form a complete portrait of the irreplaceable human being. Now let's look at the Americans who are already building careers using these insights. Meet Sarah, a freelance writer who lost her content mill contracts to AI in 2024. She made one decision that changed everything. She stopped writing for algorithms and wrote for humans. She specialized in emotionally complex stories that required real human experience to tell. She used AI for research and outlines and kept the human voice entirely her own. Within 18 months, she tripled her rates and worked with clients who valued her. Specifically, Across the country, stories like Sarah's are quietly multiplying. In every professional field, the AI ethics officer who left corporate law to guide tech companies through moral complexity, the nurse practitioner who built a private concierge practice around personalized human care, the high school teacher who became the most in-demand workshop facilitator in his district, the carpenter who began consulting for architectural firms on material authenticity and craft knowledge. None of them fought AI. They positioned themselves exactly where AI cannot follow. They all share one trait. They invested deeply in what made them irreplaceably human. They took AI seriously as a tool, while taking their own humanity seriously as a career. This is the new professional equation. AI amplifies, but humans originate and authorize. And this equation is available to every American willing to invest in themselves differently. The opportunity is real. It is here. And it rewards exactly what AI cannot manufacture. Every civilization-shifting technology has always created this same terrifying, clarifying question. What do humans do when the machines are better at the thing we just did? The answer has always been the same. We become more human, not less. We go deeper into the skills no machine has ever matched and likely never will. Empathy, ethical judgment, creative intuition, contextual wisdom, these are your advantages. Now, the future does not belong to the most automated. It belongs to the most genuinely human. And the most genuinely human person in any room will always be the most valuable person in it. The last human skill isn't one skill. It's the decision to be irreplaceably, fiercely, completely yourself.